Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sean. I've been sick for the last 10 days, which is very unusual for me. I'm putting this video out because I think it's important. It's called I'm Down 13 Pounds in 4 Days on the Carnivore Diet. And you might wonder, well, you've been on YouTube for a year. What happened? What happened was in July, I was carnivore roughly 2 years, very strict, and I decided to go animal-based to incorporate honey, blueberries, bananas, you name it, I incorporated it and worked really, really well for the month of July, August, and September. I was running at will 10 miles, 13 miles, it didn't really matter. I felt great. I thought that animal-based was the answer, along with, well, I guess, eating beef and then eating fruit was the answer for me because it worked so well during the summertime. And that's very important to point out during the summertime. As soon as the cold hit, I live in New England, as soon as the cold hit, things just went awry. And the problem was, I knew they were going awry. Obviously, I can see my body, I can see the scale, but I kept trying to adjust it. I added sweet potatoes, I took out bananas, I added more bananas, and then I just didn't really care. There's Teddy right behind us. He's going to start scratching at the door right now to try to get out. No, he's scratching at the floor to sit down. Anyway, it went terrible. And I didn't want to change it because I really actually liked being somewhat normal, eating beef, steaks, and eating essentially what I thought at the time was as much fruit as I wanted. But it just kept getting worse. I didn't feel as good anymore. And a lot of people, I think, get into the carnivore diet for aesthetics. They want to lose weight, they want to look good at the beach and whatnot, and that's exactly what I did. But you chase it and you stay in the game with carnivore diet by feeling good and always feeling sharp, and then also feeling lean and no belly bloating or IBS, which is what I had the last 3 months of animal base. It was very frustrating. And then finally, one day I looked in the mirror and I thought to myself, I can't believe I'm saying this to whoever listens and watches. I'm becoming a dad bod again. After the YouTube channels for a whole year and all my fitness stuff, my body was getting love handles. And I thought, all right, I'm gonna hop on the scale. I don't know when it was that I had hopped on before that, but I hopped on the scale and I was blown away. I thought, okay, normally a really good weight for me is 172, 175 pounds. I thought maybe I'm 180. If I'm 180, that would suck. I was 189.4 pounds. That was the end of animal base. Animal base experiment is over. And what I did was the following day, I just got right back to everything I know. And I'm fortunate that I was able to do it because I know a lot of people can't. They go down a slippery slope and they just can't get back into it. It was pretty important to me. I still have subscribers, even though I haven't put out a video in, God, 4 months, I think. I didn't feel good. What am I going to do? Make a video, woes me, I don't feel good? No, I just got back in the game, back to the carnivore that I know, the carnivore that I do. And I'll tell you exactly what I did. I'm not making this up. In the last 4 days, on February 7th, I was 189.4 pounds. Yesterday morning, I was 176.2 pounds. You guys do the math. It's a true story. It 100% happened. Did I lose body fat? Did I lose muscle? No, I lost water. My body was holding a ton of water, and that had been going on for a while. I don't think I was 189 because clearly the mirror I was just like, oh my God, I hadn't seen that. And I don't know what happened. Inflamed. I was sick. My body's inflamed. I was still exercising. Oh, that's very important to point out. I was exercising the same amount I had been for the last 2 years. 15,000 steps a day is what I was averaging over the last 6 months. It's a true story. And I was burning a lot of calories, if you want to call them that, or whatever, energy. And yet, I always have to go back to this. I fool myself so much. When I'm running really well, I feel good running. I don't consider myself a runner, but when I am running really well, I like it. I like feeling light. I like to fly outside or on the treadmill. And then I incorporated the fruit and it worked really well for 3 months, as I said. I somehow get in this weird thing of, oh, I'll just run another mile, run another 2 miles, my body's inflamed. It doesn't work, folks. It doesn't. You can't run yourself. You can't outrun a bad diet. And animal-based was a bad diet for me in the last 3 months. I don't know if I'm going to experiment with it again. We'll see what happens to July when that comes around. Here's another theory I have. I see a lot of people, usually on Instagram. Instagram seems to be more fitness related, at least in the carnivore space, that I see. Or maybe the people that follow me and I follow them back, it's just fitness people. But And on YouTube, it seems to be more people want to be entertained. I don't think the carnivore community is into fitness, because I know a lot of people are actually trying to get healthy and lose weight. So I understand all of that. The reason I started this channel in the first place was there was a message that was out there for a long time in the carnivore community. I've been watching these videos and listening to podcasts since roughly, I think, 2017, maybe 2018. The message was, eat to satiety, eat as much beef as you want, you'll continue to lose weight. At least that's the way I heard it. And I just didn't find that to be true, because in 2018, I ate 2 ribeyes a day for an entire year, if not longer. And I stayed at 185 pounds with love handles. I'm like, what's going on here? I don't look like that doctor or that doctor. I don't understand. They're telling me, or at least I'm hearing, that this is how you get a lean body. And that was not the case with me. The way I get a lean body is by starting high and just slowly, very, very slowly, over 4, 5, 6, 7 month period, eliminating maybe a gram at a time of beef. And it works. And then at the end of that, if I'm lean enough that I want to be at, I increase it again and get to the weight I want to stabilize at and stay at. And then I exercise to the rate of how much food is going in. It's really very, very simple, and that's why I created the channel. I was frustrated that I was not experiencing what the people on YouTube were saying, and I had to figure it out for myself, and I did, and that's why I'm sharing it on this channel. So here's what I eat. I know you guys have heard this before, but if you're new, this is exactly what I eat. Over the last 4 days, and I will continue throughout next week, is, you see it right here, 20 ounce, 6 tablespoons of butter for breakfast in my coffee, and then 20 ounces of beef for lunch, 20 ounces of beef for dinner. What does that break down to? In the last 4 days, each day, this is what the macronutrient profile looks like. You can call them calories if you want. You don't like the word calories, don't call them calories. Call them grams. It doesn't really matter to me. I just broke it down so people can have a better understanding of it. So I'll continue to do this. He's under the bed. I'll continue to do this vlog. I'm gonna go back to it, because I have to stay in the game. It's important for me, and maybe somebody can learn something from me. I'm in contact with lots of people who ask me questions, but like I said, I haven't done a video vlog in a while. And one more thing, there's a lot of great influences in the carnivore space that are also in bodybuilding and in exercising. I think it's very important, and that's what I wanted to share. So I hope you got something out of this. And you know what? Next week when I do a new video, I'm going to tell you what my weight is, and maybe it goes the other way. Maybe it goes up. Maybe it's just a fluke. I lost water. I don't think so, though. I think I'm going to continue to go to 175 and level off and continue my activity and stay on carnivore. It's really good to be back. Thank you. Bye.